even just considering not economics of it, sometimes it doesn't work for people, especially now. That's going to be very hard to get people to adopt new practices. But I do believe that with PCM, what we're able to show them is maybe here on this side, you can make this work, and maybe we'll have to change this up a bit for you.
Welcome to Illinois Corn TV. I'm John Klemm, today's host. Glad to have our friend Kate Baker with us. She is the newest PCM specialist, part of the PCM program, I believe covering 7 counties. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you're going to be doing with PCM.
Yeah, hi. My name's Kate Baker, as you said. I'm a Neoga native, and I currently reside there. So I was very, very, very active in FFA whenever I grew up in high school around here. I went to Neoga High School. So that led me to pursuing an undergraduate degree in crop, soil, and environmental management. While I was at SIU, so Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, where I got my degree.
Go
Several of
dogs.
my mentors, go dogs. Several of my mentors pushed me to pursue soil science very specifically. They all thought that I had a very good ability and had the qualities that it would take to be a soil scientist. So that's kind of where my degree path led me. Upon doing that, I was very privileged to work as an undergraduate researcher in Dr. Amir Sajipour's lab. So I did that for 2 years of my undergraduate, which led me to my master's degree, doing my graduate program with him, as well as Dr. Eric Brevik at SIU. There, we primarily focused on doing projects that are enhancing cover cropping techniques and practices. That was the focus of a lot of my research and my projects, as well as my studies. So I just finished my master's degree in December, which is great. I'm very excited. And upon graduating, I accepted my role as a specialist with Precision Conservation Management. In my offer, they graded me the Southeastern region of Illinois, as they call it. So I cover Cumberland, Effingham, Jasper, Clay, Richland, Lawrence, and Crawford counties in Illinois. So yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to be a specialist for those areas and get to know folks and help folks out, pursuing conservation or anything thereof that PCM can help them with in that region.
Oh, great, great. Sounds like you've got a great background, great setup for the job ahead of you. The little bit I know about that area, you got a pretty diverse area. You'll see a little bit of change in farming practices, but ultimately conservation is part of every farming practice. There's certainly ways to be more involved with it than others, but I look forward to hearing how you're able to influence and help guide farmers through those challenges as they navigate the different ways to approach it. Do you have maybe one conservation method or any other method that you're most excited to help bring to the farm for these members of the PCM program?
So, as I had said, my master's degree was very focused upon doing cover crop practices and helping manage those and creating essentially an enhancement of current systems that we have. That is my background. I know that not every farm cover crops can work on. I know that there's a lot of limitations that people have, but the one thing that I will say that I am very excited about is maybe helping people that are in my region that cover crops could work for, but they don't have enough information. They don't have the technical assistance that we would provide. I'm very excited to be able to help them and work through some of those conservation practices. And I'm also very excited to help everybody or farmers in my region that are interested uh, use all the tools that are available to them, including, changing their nitrogen rates, using a different form of tillage, as well as even maybe using cover crops and creating a summation of those rather than just a one size fits all kind of conservation practice. As you know, it gets kind of complicated whenever you do talk about how conservation can be applied. And what I do want to emphasize and hit home is that there's no one size fits all and there is no perfect, but sometimes you have to look at it like, are you doing good? And it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right, right. No surprise that there's been a lot of talk that the ag economy is certainly in a different place than it was a couple of years ago. Maybe the best way to put it. Costs are up, prices are down. The combination of that. Now you're going to be sitting in front of some of these individuals, trying to encourage them to try a new practice. That practice comes with a cost, and there's certainly concerns at times that it could come at a cost as well. Not always the case, hopefully not the case if it's managed right. I believe the PCM program also helps walk individuals through the economic side of things and helping them evaluate that process. Do you have anything to add to that?
So the only thing I would add to that is especially your last point that you made about the economics of it. From in my role just starting, what I've been able to see with some of the things that we have as far as inputs and outputs go, and the data that we are able to give farmers. Um, I do think that considering the current economic state of the ag industry, this is a very important thing because while, like I had said, even just considering not economics of it, sometimes it doesn't work for people, especially now. That's going to be very hard to get people to adopt new practices. But I do believe that with PCM, what we're able to show them is maybe here on this side, you can make this work, and maybe we'll have to change this up a bit for you. It's a give and take with the economics of what farmers are able to do, and we're able to show them that essentially. And that's a very important part of PCM is where you've got a little wiggle room, and maybe where this practice does need to stay the same because you're out ahead economically compared to other people in your region and within the state. So,
The give and take side of things, I couldn't agree more with. And sometimes doing the right thing or having the right practice on the farm isn't always the most economical. We have to admit that as well. But being a good steward of the land should always be the focus, in my opinion, for the farmer. And it's great to have people such as yourself in this PCM program that can help guide producers such as myself and those others that are enrolled in PCM, and even those that aren't, maybe they can begin to learn more and hear more about what that opportunity does for them. Look forward to what you can do for that Southeast territory and turning that market a little bit. How about something a little bit more casual about yourself? Anything random, fun fact about Kate Baker that the viewers would like to know?
I will say I love to travel. That is my big one. But I feel like there's not a lot of people that know that about me. I have a plan to reach all 50 states by the time I turn 30. So
I think
I'm
that's
very
incredible.
very hopeful that I get that to work out. I think I'm at 18 right now. I'd have to go back and double check. So I've got a ways to go, but
I'd,
I'm very
I'd say
excited.
well on your way to a goal that not many people are able to achieve, even those that travel a lot. Hitting all 50 states and getting that diversity can be a real challenge. So kudos to you on that. I think your energy and desire and things such as that could lead to success even in your role as a PCM, that helping find new ways. And every scenario is different. I think you alluded to that every producer, every farm situation, every conservation method are going to fit each farm differently. And look forward to hearing how you're able to help the farmers in your area find that path. We're getting to the portion of our episode where we call it "Not to be corny." Sometimes it's a little cornier than what some of us may think, but that's all right. So, what did the soil say after meeting precision conservation? I'll
Hmm.
test you here.
I don't know. What did the
Well,
soil say?
finally, it's somebody that understands me. I think that's what we're all hoping for. And from your background, I certainly think you've got the ability to do it. You understand the soil, you understand the needs, and I think you're going to be a great fit for that part of the program. So glad to have you, Kate. If there's anything else you'd like to add, be glad to hear it from you. Otherwise, thanks again for the conversation.
Nope, I should be good on my end. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.